fresh pumpkins, spices, and sunburnt leaves are the aromas of the fall season. Just saying it smells good somehow, I don't know. Here to preserve those beautiful scents with a fragrant potpourri is the amazing Shirley. Shirley, these look so spectacular when I think of potpourri.
Yeah.
In my mind, my mind's eye doesn't have, like, this is so much more spectacular than anything I can visualize.
There's a reason for it, Cam.
You're so good, that's
okay,
the reason.
Well, I love you. I love Cam too. He's good.
It's true.
Okay, but listen, you guys. Here's my approach. I have a different approach to potpourri, and I think you guys know this. I don't typically like to just dump fragrant petals, even though that's beautiful. You can do that, put it in a bowl.
Right.
I like to make an arrangement and make a statement. So I always say, before you create your potpourri, pick a theme, pick a container that you like, and also pick a fragrance. That's the creative part. And then you get on to some more technical skills on how to make it work so it lasts for a long time. And we're going to teach you that today. But remember last fall?
Yeah, when we were drying flowers, right?
Right, but I taught you how to make a woodland potpourri, and I think we have a photo here, and it's a totally different. Do you never see potpourri like this?
No.
It's standing up, it's sculptural.
Gorgeous.
And it's scented and beautiful. So that's what I want to continue with this trend and teach you now how to feature beautiful, flat-flowered, gorgeous flowers like this in your potpourri without crushing them.
This is like Cam and Shirley's potpourri part 2.
Ooh,
that's what
that's
what I think it is. That's what I'm making up of. Okay, let's start by drying some flowers right now.
That's right.
And we're going to do it in a certain way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's different ways you can dry flowers, but this is a very effective way to get those bright colors.
That's the thing. When you are going to dry, say Gerbera daisies, or a flower like this one, the sunflower, that's got kind of like a flat, big face, kind of like me. Well, I don't know, you know, it's a big face, you know. So something like this, if you were just to dry it in another way other than silica gel, what happens is it will not retain its color and it will not stay in nice shape. So
what
we're
do we
going to
do
put this
here?
face down into silica gel.
Silica gel.
Yes, and then Cam, I want you to take your spoon and totally cover it up.
Bury it.
Yes, and I want to talk a little bit about silica gel versus silica sand. They're the same thing. The only thing is you'll find silica gel in a package with, and it usually has little blue beads when you open it up. The blue beads are just an indicator showing you that looks good, that your sand still is dry and it can still dry your flowers.
Okay.
Now what happens, Cam? Let's do another one.
Okay.
When you, face down, when it starts to turn pink, those blue beads start to turn pink, that means you better dry your sand, and you can do it in the oven and keep using it for years and years. Just like that. Okay, so Cam, now that you've done that, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that out. Okay. You don't need to keep that in
You
there.
got it, you got it.
And you would really just totally immerse this. And then you're going to cover it, and then it'll dry in about 3 or 4 days. Come and check it. Make sure it's not overly brittle. If it is, it's time to take it out.
It's time to take it out because if it was longer than 3 or 4 days, it would get a little bit too brittle.
Correct.
Okay, once we do that, what's sort of the next step then?
Okay, the next step is we're going to show you how to fully scent your potpourri so that it stays scented.
Fantastic, for a long time.
I have a visual for you though, my friend.
Uh-oh.
You know when we're talking about white silica gel?
Yeah.
Can you see this? This is how it's gonna dry. You see how beautiful that color is? Look at the shape. Okay, you wanna see air drying? You wanna air dry it?
There you go, there you go. See, honestly, this is what I think of when I think of drying flowers, is air drying, hanging them upside down. That's what it turns out.
The benefit.
Whereas if you use the silica gel, you get this bad boy right there. That's amazing.
So here's the thing.
Okay, now let's scent these.
Okay, let's scent it. A lot of times we think, you know, these are dry, they have no scent. So yeah, add scent to it. But the reason why it usually doesn't last as a fragrant bouquet is because you don't use a fixative. So I want to show you, this right here is a fixative, as is this. This is orris root. It's just the dried root of an iris plant. And this is a gum resin from the myrrh tree. It's just sap. So what happens is these are very, very porous materials. And so when you add your fragrant oil, it holds it. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. I chose fresh, orange.
I love that Shirley was kind of clearing that with me, making sure I was okay with it. Shirley, that's a 2 thumbs up from me.
Okay, so I'm doing orange. Usually you want to do about 3 fragrances, a top note, mid note, and a base note. Then this is bergamot. I'm going to do less than this. I did 10 of the orange. Okay. I'm going to do 8 of bergamot. All right. And then, because don't you think about like baking? Well, I don't know about you. Do you bake?
What do you mean do I bake?
Okay,
haven't you seen me in the kitchen?
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I'm thinking cookies. Cookies and oranges. Okay, our base note, 4 of vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay, put that in there and let me have a little smell.
And then
you got to mix it up? Okay,
but
mix it up
not with
first.
your hands. because you don't want. Okay, so now here's the next deal. Now that we have our fixative ready, see how nice that is?
Oh.
Okay, so the
Smells
next.
like fall.
Isn't it nice? Okay, so here's the thing. We've dried our flowers. Now we take our fixative. We added, well, not to the silica, but we put our flowers in another container,
Okay.
kind of like this. Add this to the bottom layer. Let it sit for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And then it will impart all that flavor. I mean, the
Fantastic.
scent.
All
and
that
then
scent.
you're ready to create.
Okay, so once you do that, you
Yes.
let it sit with the scent for a while, then
Yep.
you're ready to create. And I know you've got some strategy when it comes to this
Yes.
kind of a layering effect, because like I mentioned earlier, I've never seen potpourri look like this, so tell me how we can
Okay,
achieve
so
it.
here's the madness.
Okay.
We've got a very, here we've got a dense and very strong base. And that's, you know, the pine cones or some of
Okay.
the nuts or whatever.
Okay,
so
good.
we do that.
So this is the base over here, guys.
Yes, and I
Okay.
want you to see something. I have the orris root in here. Okay, I dumped it in here because we're going to keep the scent.
The scented, right, okay.
This is the filler material. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fill. Cam, start grabbing leaves.
Oh, this is the filler
And,
material.
you know, here's where you have fun. You know, we're kind of in a hurry, but don't be in a hurry when you do this. You're going to just fill it because we want to elevate an area.
I like these guys.
Come on, put them in here. Feature it, but think, do I want to cover this pretty thing? Do I want to put it at the bottom or put it off to the
There you
side?
go, there
see
you
what I
go.
mean, Cam?
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to need all of this. Come on,
Okay, good.
let's keep
Well, we got to
bringing
do the
them on.
next layer because I want to make sure we have time for the
You
pretty
got
colorful
it.
stuff too.
Okay, so you would be doing your mid layer, and then what you're going to do is you're going to start featuring where you want some of your beautiful flat face because you don't want to crush them. So these you can spread out along the top.
Okay.
And you can see how we're using the leaves like platforms. You see,
color.
isn't that beautiful?
Look at that guy.
And you know what, guys? Even if you crush a leaf or something, don't worry about
Okay.
it. No big deal.
So then you just apply like
Look at
this
that.
until you're happy and you have one center.
at my
Can we have
medallion.
a little
Ooh,
centerpiece?
yeah.
You keep working on that, Cheryl.
You got
I'm
it.
getting lost in how beautiful it is.
Isn't
I
that
mean,
nice?
what a beautiful
Gorgeous.
way to display some scented flowers just like this. Full instructions, everybody. Head over to hallmarkchannel.com. And by the way, since it's Monday,
Yeah.
that means a new Bubbly Sesh podcast is available. This week they recap the final fall harvest movie, Good Witch, Curse from a Rose.
Whoa.
That ties in nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure
And you
does.
can find it wherever podcasts are available. Check it out, everybody.